Hey ladies, drop it down. Just gonna do da ba ba ba.
Coming through the pit lane. No burnouts, no starts. Steady on the way through. Can I go mud 7 on passing it, please? Mud 7. DRS is enabled. DRS enabled.
What is going on, guys? It is the Prodigy Craft here, back with round 2 of Formula 1 2024 career mode. Today we are racing in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Corniche circuit in our Haas F1 car. So let's see how we get on with today's episode, and you will join me in practice 1. Let's get it.
Red Hot Speed by the Red Sea. Welcome everybody to Saudi Arabia. It's practice here today at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit.
Rightio, let's get straight out there with a race strategy program and see how we get on.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
I need to figure out why I'm having stick drift to the left. No grip. I'm wondering if I need to change something with the
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
And that is the end of the race strategy program. To be honest, I think I'm kind of getting used to the handling on this new game. It's not as bad when you kind of get used to it and understand how it works. It feels like there's definitely a difference between grip in low speeds, mechanical grip, and aerodynamic grip in the high speeds. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a good weekend here at Jeddah. It's not a bad circuit for me. It was last year. I believe I had an incident there at Jeddah in the Mercedes. But I'm hoping for a accident-free weekend and not to finish plumb last like I did in the Bahrain Grand Prix. So let's head back to the pit lane and see what's next up on the practice programs. So we'll go out and
Car repairs have set us back a little.
we'll get a qualifying pace program done, and we'll see where we are at the end of that.
Standing by. program over, but that wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again. Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat. Complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Jesus, this is it's difficult with this car to get what we need out of it. It's yeah, it's a difficult car to extract the most out of. Just doesn't turn. That's the issue I'm having.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
This is a difficult one for sure. How you doing, Giles? We're just in the midst of recording a career mode video at the moment. You're just catching us as we're going to be going into qualifying.
Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. But let's see who will be fastest of them all. We're about to set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Yes, it's qualifying.
Right, I'm not really sure how qualifying is going to go here. But we'll just get out there and try to get a lap under our belt, and we'll see what we can get from there. It's going to be an interesting experience,
okay, guys,
for
everyone
sure.
be aware, the car's ready to go.
But I'm hoping what we're going to get out of this race weekend is some actual racing in the race. Around these tight streets of the Jeddah Corniche circuit. No room for error here. Any errors, you will be going straight into a wall, and that will be the end of the race. Jeddah Corniche circuit being a tight street circuit. It's cool. I'm playing Rainbow Six. Well, I hope you can watch along and enjoy the racing that we're going to get ahead of us. And we're not just going to be going around on our own as we go around this fast, windy street circuit. Let the car behind us pass. Known for being one of the most technically difficult tracks on the calendar, it is one fast corner after the other through the streets here of Saudi Arabia. No room for error. And we've got to be right on the pace here if we want any chance of getting through to qualifying 2. So we need 15th or lighter better by the end of this lap. So I'm going to lock in here as we come around to start our first flying lap of the session. We've gone really deep there into the final corner. And across the line there with a 1:32.343. And you know what, I was quite happy with that lap. The car didn't feel, the balance felt quite decent. The car didn't feel bad at all. We've qualified ahead of our teammate there, Kevin Magnussen.
One lap of fuel remaining.
And so far we've out-qualified Yuki Tsunoda. So we're going to see if that is going to be us safely into qualifying 2. It's going to be a close one no matter what. So We're ahead of Logan Sargent there too. Okay, let's see where that puts us. At the moment we are P7. We have a couple of drivers behind us, including Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda. We're quickly going down the timing sheets here though. Let's see, we can put another set of soft tyres on here. And we might skip to near the end of the session. We are P14. I'm not sure that we are safe. It might be worth going out at the end of the session here just to put in another lap. I'm not too sure. The gap is about a tenth. 1/10 there. The cars behind us are no doubt going to go out and put a lap in. We will go out and put a lap in as well.
Engines fired up, we're set.
So we'll go out for our second run here in Q1, because 14th position doesn't quite secure us a place there in Q2.
And that's P13, P13.
I don't think our engineer knows what he's talking about there. It quite clearly says P14. Not quite sure what the Mercedes was doing there. Almost stopping on the track trying to get track position. I was not letting that happen.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage.
P16, we were up on that lap until we touched the wall. And we've been knocked out there in Q1. So quite unfortunate there, getting knocked out in Q1. Let's see how close the gap was. We were just under a tenth off Esteban Ocon there. We would have got through had we not touched the wall there. That's how it goes. It's okay. Let's make up for it in the race. We've out-qualified Kevin by about 5 tenths there. So I'm happy with that. Let's see what happens in the race. Game need any updates? Yes, definitely. Definitely does need some updates. We'll just get this race done and out the way. "13 laps, see what we can do, hopefully get some good racing out of this. Qualifying P16, that's not too bad.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world, Jeddah. One of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And now, host to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Bottas, Stroll, Joe, Sargent, Ocon, Jackson, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Right, give it everything today. 100%. See if we can make it a top 10 finish. You can do this.
The driving feel any better today? No, it feels just as shit as it did yesterday, but I'm kind of getting used to the car a little bit. So we're going to see what we can get done out of this race today, P16. We're going to be going soft to medium tyres. And I'm hoping to avoid any incidents at the start like we had in yesterday's race. Getting tagged from behind by Zhou Guanyu and putting us into the barrier, getting us a front wing issue. So we're going to avoid that today and hopefully get some good racing around this tight street circuit, get a good result out of it. So let's get the formation lap underway.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
I'm a little bit nervous about this one. It's a circuit where if you get it wrong, it goes wrong. And I don't want to finish dead last like I did last race. I'll be happy if I just beat my teammate. If I can just beat Kevin, it'll be a good result for me today. Aiming for a points finish, a top 10 finish, is going to be difficult given the car that we have at the moment with the lack of upgrades that we have. It's going to be difficult to get a points finish, and this car is so far off being able to win any Grand Prix. So we're just hoping that we can eke our way forward a little bit and maybe keep the guys behind and finish ahead of Kevin. If we were to get a points finish at any point, I'm gonna see that as an absolute win in this car. But it just takes one mistake, one slip out of the corner, one bit of understeer, one bit of oversteer, and you're in them barriers. And that is pretty much race over for you. And I can't afford to have any mistakes here today. I already made a mistake in qualifying that cost me a few positions on the grid. Just keep our nose clean.
Okay, incredible part.
Great start. Great start. Oh, we're in a bit of a sandwich here.
That was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focused.
Oh, fuck that.
Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
No grip. Absolutely no grip.
Push now, we're boxing this lap. Okay, mate, engine's running very hot. Engine very hot. Let's try and pull out from behind the car in front and cool things down. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance and the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
What the hell was that? The game completely glitched and went into the pit lane. Did you see that? The fuck?
Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race strong. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Are you joking?
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. Okay, mate. Okay, that's Kevin ahead of you now. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
The car in race trim feels just awful. It really feels
unlucky,
awful.
mate. That wasn't quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a lot.
Really feels awful.
Okay, unlucky, mate. That's a good try, but we didn't quite meet our targets. Not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus right the way into the checkered flag. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. The underbody's taken a little damage. Just watch out for it. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
And that brings the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to a close as we reflect on the team's impressive performance today.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And that is the end of that episode. Tough race there, finishing P19 yet again. At least it wasn't quite last this race, but yeah, there's some fundamental things that I need to find, some changes that I need to make to the driving. It feels like fundamentally the car doesn't turn. It's not feeling great whatsoever. So I really need to work on what's going on there to make sure that the car feels better for the next race weekend. But until then, I have been the Prodigy Craft. Thank you for joining me in episode 2 of Formula 1 2024 career mode, and peace out. I need to figure out why the car doesn't turn. That'd be a great start. That would help me massively in figuring out what's going on, why the car doesn't turn. It would be nice to know why it doesn't turn. In comparison to the (2020) free car. It was a good start, but a bad end. Yeah, I'm hoping that they are. I'm hoping that it changes. I'm hoping they change something to do with handling. It's a bit frustrating, you know. People who say they like the handling, they're saying they like it because it's easy. It's true. If if you turn the AI down, the handling is so easy. If you race it slower, and it is impossible to crash, because the car doesn't spin. But for us that like driving the car on the knife edge, like an F1 car should be driven, it's terrible. People saying it's realistic to a real Formula 1 car have never driven a Formula 1 car in their life. So it's yeah, not really sure what to say on that front, but I'm gonna end this stream here and then probably stream a little bit of Palia for the rest of the evening. So join me in Palia in a couple of minutes time.